Hi, and welcome to Nerds Against Normality, the podcast where we dive into movies, games, TV, and all things nerd culture. Today we're reviewing Scooby-Doo, the live-action adaptation packed with monsters, mystery, and pure early 2000s chaos. Is it a nostalgic classic or an absolute fever dream? Let's get into it. You'd love Godzilla to sit on your face. I know what you're like.
Just like, it's got its own airline.
Yeah.
That's impressive, but also nowadays, having a billionaire with his own island, that's very, very problematic.
Vic, are you saying that Scooby-Doo is a better film than Batman Begins? Because I don't hit women, but I'll make an exception.
You've got three main motives for any crime.
Love.
Money. Love. Or drugs.
Oh, not revenge.
Okay, you have four motives.
I'm Harry, your host, and like Scooby and Shaggy, I'll happily ignore obvious danger, common sense, and public humiliation if someone waves a Harry snack in my face. Joining me as always is Vic, who, provided she's wearing her glasses, has figured out how this podcast actually functions. Somehow she sees past all the cheap tricks, fake professionalism, and complete lack of planning.
Jinkies.
And of course there's Ben, who lives in constant fear of being unmasked by the rest of us. Much like a Scooby-Doo villain, he probably would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for his terrible takes and complete inability to reply to messages.
Can I just be one of the gang, please?
Just to warn you all, this podcast will contain a heavy amount of swearing, adult themes, and the occasional bullying of Ben. Please follow, rate, and subscribe to us on all the social medias, plus wherever you get your podcasts from. Ben, this was your pick, and instead of one thing,
Yes.
someone actually sent you a question.
Oh, really?
From Sally Robbins from the USA. It doesn't say where from. Sally has said, what would you rather fight? One normal size Godzilla or 100 miniature Godzillas? Now, she hasn't given a scale, so we were discussing this before the podcast.
What?
A miniature, in my head, would be like the size of us, right? So obviously 6'2".
Yeah, of course. yeah.
That's
That's me on my Hinge profile. I actually take 2 inches off because they're like, my God, he's so
tall.
He's so confident in his height. He's actually taken it away. How tall's Godzilla? We need a phone. He's about the size of the San Francisco. You're watching Monarch at the moment. He's the size of the San Francisco skyscraper, the big one, the big pointy one, because it falls on him.
Yeah, he's easily much taller than me and you.
Yeah, from a distance.
At least twice.
I would
At
say,
least, maybe even thrice.
I would say from a distance, he doesn't look as tall as me.
So what, you'd like to take him from afar?
Yeah. I'd like to
Pinch him with your finger
I
on
would like to insult him.
Like those photos. Like,
Yeah.
I'd like to insult him, then he turns around and looks at me. I'm like, oh God, no.
You're looking at him with the binoculars around the other way. Oh, he's so far away. So the question is, how would you take down either of those? 100 6'2" angry Godzillas. Obviously, they've got their Lonsdale on. They've had a few Stellas.
Heads up.
Yeah. Maybe on mopeds, I don't know. Electric scooters.
Maybe on mopeds.
What are his weaknesses?
Not a lot, to be honest with you.
No, he can take a lot.
Other
So like
kaiju.
dairy. You can just like throw milk at him.
Maybe.
He has got a peanut allergy.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Famously.
So I was thinking maybe you could change the rules a little bit here, and you could go full Megazord. Did you ever watch Power Rangers as a kid?
Yes.
Right. So maybe Ben could go massive, like how it would at the end of a Power Rangers episode,
That would be true.
and then he'd go 1v1. I'm not sure how we'd do that.
The plot
We'd
of
ask
every Power
Elon
Rangers.
Musk how to do it.
Yeah, because he knows everything.
He knows how to do it.
I have a follow-up question. Is Ben warned about this fight? Or does it
He's
just
got
happen?
prep.
I'm going to be honest, if I get jumped by a 100-foot Godzilla, I'm not observant. I've got some good headphones in if I get jumped by him.
Because I'm just thinking, does he have time to prepare a weaponry?
Oh yeah, there's been a whole press tour. They've been going around.
Oh, like
the way in.
The
like
way
the way
in.
in, yeah. The Netflix posters. Yeah.
God, the fight.
Joe Rogan's there.
The fight promo would be horrific. It's going to be him like roaring at the camera, then it just cuts to him like, I am terrified.
Who's allowed this to happen?
No one has stepped in yet.
So I think if we use the Megazord gun, I'm going to call it that, and we
I would
Zhuzhu
need something like that.
the same size.
Yeah,
Are you
surely.
taking him? I still don't think you could take him though.
He's got
Got
small.
big old hands.
But he's got small arms.
Yeah, but
Small arms with big hands. Yeah, but I could just step away from that. Oh, he also can't really kick in this one.
He's got a gigantic tail though.
He does have a giant tail, but he telegraphs that thing from a mile away. I think I could do this fight.
You
is
reckon?
he quite bendy? Could he just lean down and eat you? If you were in the wrong place
Depends
at the wrong
what
time?
Godzilla you're watching. The 2013 one
Christ, this is
quite slow.
Yeah, like I need to fight that one. I can't fight new one.
No, new one's suplexing
New one's so
King
quick.
Kong.
Yeah, I can't be doing that.
Okay.
He also has a beam. Like an energy beam. Not from his eyes. Come on, Vic, be serious.
Sorry.
From his mouth, obviously.
Could you climb up his tail and run up his back and jab him in the eyes?
I'm thinking that potentially could work.
So normal size Ben. Keep Ben at the normal size.
Because he is slow moving, so it is possible to climb him. You could scale Godzilla.
But if he's got a strong tail, that's going to whip you off.
But he's also riddled with radiation.
I don't think I'm particularly I'm not living long enough to see this fight over, but...
Yeah, if I think you go near him, I think you die of a horrible gruesome
I can't
death.
believe it. He wants to beat Godzilla. Yeah, but
He's
cancer.
still going to die.
Godzilla won in the long run. He
Won the battle, but not the war.
This is me in the IV drip, dickhead.
Well, you could, I suppose, in this imaginary world where you don't die of radiation poisoning, you could climb up him, right? And then when you're on his head, bam!
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
use the Megazord power, turn massive, then you've got the advantage because you're crushing, mate. Smash
Does
him
he
in
have
the edge.
ears?
Yeah.
Could you jab him through the ear, go straight for the brain?
I think I could probably just
What would you jab him with?
Just anything.
shiv.
Pencil.
Shiv.
Yeah, shiv.
Toothbrush.
A sharpened toothbrush, yeah.
Surely I could just go inside him.
Oh.
Hang on, but right, before you think of that way, okay.
No, I'm thinking like Magic School Bus styling.
No, okay, right, okay.
I am not.
Well, both of you are thinking completely weirdly then.
I think you get swallowed and punch your way out through his tummy.
Yeah, like that. Not through the arse, Harry, which I know you were thinking of. Because also we don't...
You'd love Godzilla to sit on your face. I know what you're like.
I think you'd have to live in a world where you know I could actually take him on and win. Because I can't go into that fight knowing I'm going to lose.
So do you think you're going for the 1 versus the 100?
I think I'm going to have to go for the 1. The 100 is still taller than I am. And my bat's running out.
You're just going to use a bat?
I think I'm going to have to. Am I allowed firearms?
Yeah.
Oh, then, yeah, give me that.
Give me that.
Yeah, give me one of them. Maybe 2.
Do you know what's little but might be effective? Is itching powder. Fling it over them all.
I can see why I
all in
got
their
asked.
scales.
I think I know why I got asked this question
Because
now.
they wouldn't be able to scratch themselves if they've got really short arms.
Yeah, but
Oh, this is really inconvenient.
And it would
I wish I
really
could
drive
scratch.
them mad. It would drive them mad. It would
I would
distract
still
them.
be killed.
No, you
I need
wouldn't.
to walk away from this. Also, I want to walk away with some dignity.
Itching powder. There's a lot to be said for it.
Itching powder, stink bombs, whoopee cushions.
Yeah.
So I've got like an IED of itching powder
Straight out of the Beano, mate.
Straight up the arse and just.
Imagine it in their eyes. That is going to stop them.
I have to get to his eyes.
Oh, we're still on the 1.
Yeah.
I was on the 100.
Oh,
just
right.
fling.
But also, it's going to come back on me. I can imagine.
Let's hope the
I
wind
don't,
is going in the
I'm not
right
saying no to the idea, Vic. I'm just saying it's not the highest.
We park it.
We'll park it. We'll put a pin in
Right.
that.
I see why Ben was asked and not me. I'm just going to make them all sing and be friends.
I think I'm going to have to just get like the Gundam beam weapon or something like that. I need something. I need whatever we have to take it on.
I mean, I don't think we've got a Gundam yet. I haven't checked.
Well,
Japan are up to crazy stuff.
They are up to the mental stuff, and I've seen Robot Wars.
If you could get beamed to the same size, but also if you had a weapon and that was the same, because it wouldn't be very good if you was 100 foot, but you had a baseball bat that was the size of a normal baseball bat. Yeah, like a toothpick.
Yeah, put a nail on the end though.
A tiny nail in a toothpick. Godzilla will never see it come.
No.
Because
literally.
it's so tiny.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Which will catch him off guard.
Yeah.
It's all about mind games in this, I think.
Giant packet of itching powder.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be 1v1. It's going to have to be me v1, and I have to get to a point where I'm the size of him. Otherwise, I'm not winning. Could
you Home Alone it?
Could I Home Alone it?
Yeah. Get some, use the giant ray. We're just using the giant ray all the time now.
Okay, yeah. fair
Lego,
enough.
pow. So when he treads on Lego, he's like, oh, bastard.
Oh, and itching powder is a bad idea, but Lego
Have you ever
is
tried on
great.
Lego, mate?
Really painful.
Really painful.
We might as well get a load of plugs as well then, because they hurt too.
Plugs hurt as well?
Yeah.
Get under him and kick him in the nuts.
Can he reproduce?
I don't know. I don't think there's been much research.
I don't know. There's probably been a lot of fan fiction about it.
Yeah, right in.
I'm not
Sally,
reading that.
Come back.
I know I like a smutty novel, but I'm not reading that.
Because if we're going to do the Home Alone thing, I have to also build like a giant staircase and make like a giant rollerblade and put that at the top.
Giant, tins of paint.
Yeah, huge,
Stuff like-
huge tins of paint.
Where is this fight taking place?
Oh, that's a good question. It's going to be like an open field, isn't it?
Yeah.
Field, somewhere in Lincolnshire.
Hyde Park, yeah.
Hyde Park.
Maybe Centre Parks, they've got room. I think I'm losing. I like the idea, but I think I'm losing. I like your faith in me, though, lads. I appreciate that. I need to get big. I need like a sword or something. But you'd go down history, wouldn't you? What a fight that would be.
Oh, yeah. The documentaries would be legendary.
Oh, yeah. I'd have T-shirts made about me, maybe. I'd get like, Godzilla's got a statue in Tokyo. I'd have one of me, but in like Hull.
So you're not feeling confident?
I'm not confident, but I don't think anyone would be.
No.
I like the idea of me getting big. If I'm just having to be me, I'm going to just Shadow the Colossus it. I'm not going to get very far, but my God, I'll try.
What a reference to all 20 people that have played that game.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think that's the right way you've got to do it.
Yeah.
Try to not die of radiation poisoning.
Yeah, I'd have to just make friends with him, I think. Then
I'll be like
the boys. Then we're in it together.
All right, well...
Thank you, Sally. That's a great question.
It is a great question. If someone wants to AI that for me, let me know what that would look like. And we'll get going on that. I'll start training.
Oh, 100% we'll chat GPT.
Yeah, we need to make a poster.
Well, from one creature to another.
On with the film review.
On with the review.
Today we're heading back to 2002 for a review of Scooby-Doo. Hate that rhymes. Directed by Raja Gosnell and written by James Gunn, which I didn't know. The film stars Freddie Prinze Jr., Sarah Michelle Gellar, Matthew Lillard, Linda Cardellini, and Rowan Atkinson as the iconic Mystery Incorporated gang. After splitting up following a huge falling out, Scooby and the gang are unexpectedly reunited on the creepy, spooky island resort, where strange paranormal events start terrifying the guests, with monsters appearing, secrets being uncovered, and the island hiding something far darker than a simple ghost story. The team must put their differences aside to solve the mystery before thousands of people fall under an evil supernatural plot. Ben, this was your pick, so I'll ask you, how much do you think this cost to make?
40 million.
40 million?
Oh, I've gone too high. I know I've just gone too high. Shit.
Victoria?
Now, I was going to go 40, but you've just said that was probably too high. So I'll go 30. Let's see what happens. 30 million.
39 million.
Yeah.
Ben still was closest.
Okay.
84 million.
Ooh, there's a lot of costumes.
That's what they spent it on.
That's what they spent it on. There's a lot of like paper mache.
They actually built an island.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that.
80 million.
Yeah, 84 million. And Vic, how much do you think this film took? Spawned a sequel?
120 million.
120 million. Benji?
150.
275.
Oh wow!
Whoa,
that's great.
Yeah, it's not bad.
That's
I
very
mean,
good.
considering this film was released to sell toys and
Yeah.
The
brand. It's the brand, isn't it?
The target audience is kids as well. That's done very well.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I mean, it did get a
Understandable.
sequel, so
Yeah, you can see why, right?
yeah.
All right, so we'll start off we'll talk about the plot, right? It's a 2002 film, so I feel like we don't have to talk about this beat by beat. So the gang split up. I don't remember that happening.
Do you not?
No, I last watched this film many moons ago.
2002.
Probably
Yeah.
It probably was about 2005. Probably I probably bought it on DVD. I didn't remember them splitting up and having a tantrum.
No, I don't either.
That group is made of like people who are not friends at all, because it takes one little thing to split them all up.
I'm going to say it now, Velma's fault.
Really?
Shut up and know your place.
Oh,
Fred's the leader.
Yeah, to be fair, he has got a point. Fred is the leader.
he's the face. He's not the leader. He's the face.
Fred also seems to be the one who knows how to drive.
Yeah, that is a huge point, actually.
That is
It's helpful. Every gang needs a driver.
Yeah,
Especially when your whole motto is having the fucking van.
That's the motto. We've
It's the
got,
motto. We've got a van.
we've got a van.
We're men with Ven. With two women.
And a dog.
And a dog. The dog is a guy.
I like that this actually opens up with a very classic Scooby-Doo mystery.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is a very classic.
Chasing him down in a warehouse sort of thing.
Yeah.
And it also establishes all the characters that, like, if you hadn't seen the cartoons, you know what every character is about by watching that.
Context for that. Have you? How much do you know about Scooby-Doo?
I used to watch it as a kid.
Yeah.
And then just kind of grew out of it and then didn't have any more to do with it until I watched this film.
Okay. You think?
Very similar, stereotypical. We've got Velma as the nerd. We've got Daphne in distress. We've got Fred the face.
leader.
No, we've got Shaggy and Scooby are besties and they just have a jolly good time and eat lots of sandwiches. That is...
Absolute.
Lots of sandwiches, yeah? We'll call them sandwiches.
Yeah.
Absolute freeloaders. I can so get behind Shaggy. I'm the same. I watched it when I was younger, watched these films, grew out of it, and then it sort of comes up every now and again as like memes now. So, but it is a very classic Scooby-Doo mystery, but also from the beginning you can tell this is like completely over the top and stylised.
So this came out 2002. You would have been how old? 6?
I was 8.
8.
I think.
When was you born, Ben?
94.
Okay,
So yeah,
yeah.
I would have been about 8 years old, 7 or 8 years old.
So you would have really been like the target audience.
I was
Yeah.
absolutely the target audience. And I remember renting this on VHS, I think, or no, was it DVD at the time? It might have been DVD. It was DVD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it bright orange or like bright green? I expect it to be a funky colour.
Probably. I don't remember. But I remember it being on DVD.
But did you love it then?
Oh, good question.
Because I was definitely too old, really. When I watched this, it was more out of curiosity. I was like, oh, a Scooby-Doo film. I'll see how they've done that.
How old were you when this?
So I would have been 16.
Great age for it.
Yeah, classic. Secondary target audience.
Target audience. We need to get the 8-year-olds and also the people double their age.
Yeah.
I think I really remember. I remember liking it. I remember watching it a lot, but also not really getting it. Maybe that's the thing with this. Maybe that's the thing with this plot. This film goes way too complicated for a kids' film.
Yeah.
Potentially, I'm still a bit confused now, but also I'm also not very clever. So that might be an audience thing.
So it goes away from traditional Scooby-Doo, right? Scooby-Doo is always, there's a mystery and it's ghosts or ghouls or whatever, but it's a man in a mask. This one is not.
It's completely
They're
supernatural.
actual demons.
Yeah.
Which I forgot about.
But that's in this. The first bit though, where the gang have the argument and they establish that is their classic.
Yeah,
it's the guy, man in a mask, and he's used science to make him float. And
Very established. Pamela Anderson owns the
Pamela
factory.
Anderson, yeah, she rocks up.
Yeah, goodness me. Going to Malice is one of James Gunn's first things.
Yeah, so he kind of not disowns this, but he definitely doesn't celebrate it.
No.
What else has James Gunn done?
Guardians of the Galaxy, the new Superman. He's now massive. He's a massive, massive director. But
So big, more fun mysteries, like colourful.
Yeah, well, this will probably come out a bit later, but this is very a James Gunn thing nowadays. Like, I think the seeds of like what he likes is in this film.
Was you super surprised when you saw a white British male turn up on the screen and that was the villain?
I know.
I was blown away. I couldn't believe the twist.
I know. What? How was that? He made billions from making an island and just like, it's got his own airline.
Yeah.
That's impressive, but also nowadays, having a billionaire with his own island, that's very, very problematic.
And Rowan Atkinson doesn't have anything to do with that, hopefully.
No,
hopefully.
let's not. But Scrappy-Doo, he's definitely in the files.
He's definitely.
He's in the files. Yeah.
Scrappy-Doo.
Scrappy-Doo is in the files. If you knew nothing about this film going into it, would you have suspected it was Scrappy-Doo?
No. Only when, about halfway through the film, they introduce him in a flashback.
Yeah.
Where they kick him out. And I was a bit like, that's weird. Why would you bring up Scrappy-Doo
Yeah.
just to not have him in the film anymore? At that point, I was like, he has to be in it.
Yeah.
But I didn't suspect him to be inside a robot, Rowan Atkinson.
Scrappy's very clever.
He kind of like Krang.
Yes.
Teenage
Did a little bit of like
Turtles,
Krang.
yeah. I expected him to be like in cahoots. Maybe he'd be like manipulated.
Yeah.
But no, Rowan Atkinson turns out he's actually innocent. He's just been chucked in the basement. He's one of them now.
In context, if you think about it, they do quite literally leave. No, because he's not a puppy. He's just a small dog, isn't he?
Oh, I thought he was a puppy.
Oh no, I think it's just.
It's called, his motto is puppy power.
Okay, so they literally do leave a puppy at the side of the road.
I know, it's terribly sad, isn't it?
Well,
But he's a cunt.
He is a
No,
prick.
but you don't abandon people or dogs on the side of the road.
Chuck him in a box, chuck him down the river, off he goes.
Oh, no.
You do if they piss over your mate.
Yeah, that was unnecessary.
That's very unnecessary. It's got a load of good tropes in it, and I think there's a lot of fun things that they take from the Scooby-Doo show, I guess. Like, my favourite bit, and even now I still properly laughed at it, is when he's on the plane.
I dressed as grandma.
Yeah, because no one... literally, it's so funny, because it's so clearly a dog. Like, they have just got a hat on, and that's it. Great line before that, though, when he says, that disguise is not going to fool anyone with any kind of intelligence. And Fred goes like, who's your grandma?
Can we talk about the aeroplane? There was no seating arrangement. You just get on board.
Yeah.
That's
fine.
That's chaos, already inviting chaos. That other woman brought a cat on board.
To be fair, the sign said no large dogs.
Yeah.
Hence why he's dressed up as Grandma.
Yeah. Scooby-Doo's not in that scene.
No,
I didn't see him. Not once.
I think my biggest thing is that there was no assigned seating. How is that even possible?
You're going to pick up on very different things in this film.
Oh, yeah, it's just... It would be so uncomfortable.
That plane, that shot of the plane interior with everyone on it looks like my worst nightmare as an adult. I've like gone on there and it looks like the rejects from Ibiza.
Oh yeah, like a stag do, hen do plane with the bar on it. Could you imagine the flight back?
I'd be quiet. That'd be so quiet.
It would if
hungover. Everyone's hungover.
Yeah.
The
flight there and the flight back.
It would stink. Yeah.
It would be horrific.
Someone I didn't mention in the intro, Isla Fisher.
Yes.
She's in it, which I completely forgot about.
Yep.
Also, Shaggy, come on, mate. Punching.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Punching.
She likes him though. She probably
Does she?
I don't know.
I don't
I'm
think
very
so.
good at picking up on these things.
I think it's a pity thing. I think it's a friend thing. Look, his best mate is a dog dressed up as a grandma. Come on, he's clearly got issues.
I quite like the fact he gets the van.
Oh yeah, he does.
When they all
in the
break up,
fallout.
yeah.
He gets the
van.
In the inheritance. That's quite good, which is so funny because it also implies it because they all walk off and you can hear car doors slam.
Oh, and they've all got cars that match them. Did you see
Which is
Daphne's
very
car was
funny.
with
I love
purple? And yeah, I thought that was good.
But also it means that they all just don't drive around in the van. Then they all just commute their own way.
Yeah, I guess
For that mystery.
Just for that one mystery.
Just for that one.
Well, they're a brand. They're an established brand, right? So maybe the van is just part of them. It is a character for them, isn't it?
I do like that. I like in this that they don't try and do like an origin story or anything for it.
How they all met.
How they met, and it's the first mystery, and then at the end they become Mystery Inc. And it's like they're just actually an established.
Velma was the smartest in the school.
Mm-hmm.
Fred was a jock.
Yeah, and a leader.
Yeah, obviously, class president.
I love that it's also kind of set in 2002, but they're still dressed like...
Yeah, like it's the 60s.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that. One thing I noticed about Daphne, she came off the plane with all those suitcases, didn't she?
Yeah, makes sense.
And I liked that throughout she was wearing a different costume each time. That was always purple, just to reflect how much shit she brought with her.
Daphne has an interesting character arc in this. We'll get to it, but like I thought she did a lot more fighting in this, and I remember it's in number 2 she does way more.
She has a fight in this.
Yeah, number
She
two,
has a fight.
number 2 she's got a very good fight scene, if I remember. I'm also going for
But
nostalgia.
why recruit Buffy? Let's face it, that's what she's famous for.
Yeah,
And at that time as well,
Yeah.
surely.
this was just after it, wasn't it? Just after...
Yeah, Buffy was like late 90s, right?
Yeah,
Mid to late.
So she was like...
A huge star.
She was huge star.
Did this film scare you as a kid?
No.
Not at all.
No.
Did the CGI scare you now as an adult?
Yes. Frightening.
Terrible, isn't it? I thought it was really shocking.
Yeah, maybe the ghost would have scared me a little bit at the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
But it doesn't say...
Because it's more of a costume, I guess.
Yeah, because it's actually like there, whereas like those creatures, the demon things, are not actually...
It's got rubber faces.
they even showcase that.
How do you get on with CGI and stuff like that? Because like, me and Ben nitpick and be like, that's not very good for its time. The Matrix was out at that point. Does that kind of stuff bother you? Or are you just like,
Not at all.
film?
It doesn't bother. Don't get me wrong. I can tell that the film is older because of it. Like, if I had never heard of this film before and you were like, watch this, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's got to be early 2000s. But it wouldn't make me cross.
No.
It'd be just like, oh, it's of its time.
There's only that... The creatures make me a little bit like, you maybe went a bit too ambitious. But I'll tell you what, for the time, Scooby-Doo is good.
Scooby's fine. And he interacts. Like, when he knocks stuff over,
He's
he
really
knocks
good at
over.
that. The actors are very good at knowing exactly where he is in the scene as well, because their eye line follows him everywhere. So
Yeah.
he is, for the time...
I
he's
imagine
quite
they
good.
had like a tennis ball.
That's what I was going to say, on a
track
stick.
it, right?
Yeah.
they have that, and they probably would have had a green model of him.
Yeah, Scooby head or whatever.
Yeah, so they would exactly where he's meant to be at which points, and then they've literally got a guy in a green costume running around with it.
But there's also so much practical in it as well, like the haunted house ride, the dinner table, the sausages that link them up against the wall.
How is that a haunted house ride?
Is it not a haunted house ride?
Well, it is, but
is.
also like, how does that work?
Ben's talking about it logistically.
Yeah, logistically,
Oh,
that is
okay.
not. How does that work?
I don't know. Well, you saw the little control room of the guy that turns all the levers on.
Oh yeah, this was at the era where like you could have dwarves and stuff, and it would be fine.
It's fine.
Surely you wouldn't be too worried if you were in that haunted house though, because it's a haunted house ride. So surely it has to be a...
Yeah, but the whole point is Scooby and Shaggy are scared of their own shadows, aren't they? They're jokes.
Yeah.
But they'll do anything for a Scooby snack.
I think it would have been better off if they had... The sequel does this quite well. But again, that's the sequel. But The sequel does the same sort of thing where you think it's...
I've never seen it.
You think in the sequel it's a lot of like monsters and demons again, but they actually do explain that, no, this is all trickery, and they do like an actual Scooby-Doo adventure. But in this one, it doesn't add anything to make it actual demons and supernatural stuff. Like, they could have just done it like Velma talks about that in The Island. She says like, yeah, that's a nice trick, but you've got this,
holographic videos and stuff.
I wish they'd actually done that maybe towards the end. Like this, none of this was real. It was literally just magic tricks and literally almost a man in a mask. And then like Scrappy-Doo goes full steroid.
I didn't like that. Did you like that?
No.
Scrappy at the end being just a Hulk?
No.
They needed something. Do you reckon they wrote themselves into a corner where they're like, oh, this has actually got no villain whatsoever?
Yeah, I didn't like.
But I don't like that they mixed like the old school trickery, like the first villain that established the film, and a supernatural curse, I guess is the best way to describe it, where they take
they want to take the essence,
ectoplasm or something.
Yeah.
It's the spirit.
Yeah. That's the bit that made the whole thing confusing and unnecessary. If they had just done Scrappy-Doo dressed as Rowan Atkinson, trying to get all these teenagers
dressed up as him, like he's just wearing a jacket and some booties
and a wig. We saw Scooby-Doo on the plane. He was just wearing a hat.
Why are you so small now?
If they could fool people on a plane with Scooby-Doo, I think they could fool people with Scrappy-Doo's outfit as Rowan Atkinson. He's dressed as Mr. Bean.
Yeah, the cosplay, the briefcase, the lot.
There's the crossover we didn't know we needed.
Mr. Bean.
Yeah.
Oh.
We'll start talking about the characters, because there's a lot of them.
Plot is fine.
The plot is fine. Kind of ticks all the boxes for a Scooby-Doo film, right?
Don't go into this expecting a deep plot.
No, it's designed for 10-year-olds.
We've gone way too in depth for this, for like what it actually is. A lot more fart jokes in this than I remember.
Oh, that made me laugh.
Really?
Because I'm such a child.
I was cringing at that point because I knew you two were having to watch it. I was like, oh no, I forgot about this.
Oh, with the bit where
in the kitchen and they have the competition.
She walks in.
Yeah.
Completely unnecessary.
Yeah.
It is unnecessary, but it shows them as characters and best friends and
But they didn't do that.
being stupid.
They didn't do that in the show ever.
No, but it shows that they're
But the show's only 15 minutes long.
That is true.
And they needed to have this out more farts.
Yeah. So if they did 20
Fast
minutes, they could have just done more farts.
Yeah, that's what they would have done. That's the natural progression. Soul mystery, celebratory fart.
Yeah. I liked the bit after that though, when they're in the armour and they're all having to hide and then they just farting in. Great sound design.
That was good. I like the fact that they kind of managed to get a like a running scene where they're hiding in the armour or in the background, just like they did in the cartoon.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Yeah.
and they did it again later in the vases. They were hiding in the vases. Yeah,
That was just straight out there. And they also did the whole wink, wink, nudge, nudge. They're cooking burgers in the van.
Yeah.
Yes,
And you're like, I don't think they're cooking burgers.
eating sandwiches.
They're just eating sandwiches.
There's a joke that went over my head where I can't remember, like Scooby-Doo like causes chaos in the bar area. Like incredible island as well. That I'd go there. Like incredible place, probably very extortionate. It's a bit like Disneyland. But they do a friend just joked to him there about like, this is exactly the time you were in what's his name's house when we had that party, and Scooby literally looks towards the camera and winks.
I didn't notice
But
that.
there's literally one. It's like, oh, there's a joke there or something. I
Yeah.
don't know what it is. It's like, oh, that time you drank all of P Diddy's baby oil. He's like, ooh. It's like, uh-oh. It's like, why were you there?
Favourite character? And you can't say Fred because he's the leader.
No, even though we would both say Fred.
Oh, it's got to be Velma.
100% Velma.
It's got to be Velma.
She's the most useful one in this.
Yeah,
She's the only one that gets
She's-
shit done.
she's the one that's got the intelligence and the ability to hold it together and do it classily without being a fool.
Apart from when when you lose your glasses... Like, if I lose my glasses now, I mean, I'm pretty much blind. I'm like Velma, I am blind, but I don't immediately drop to the floor and start looking from there.
Oh, where are you going to look for your glasses?
Well, in my hand, because I've just taken them off.
Well, yeah, but if you're knocked in a rush like that, they're probably not
Get
going to
lenses. Get contact lenses.
Nah, but then she'll be too attractive. Because you need the
Well,
glasses on.
because then she takes her jumper off, doesn't she? And suddenly she's fit.
Yeah.
I mean, she's fit all the way through
She
it.
is fit all the way
But-
through it. Come on, mate.
Yeah.
I think, controversially, she's the pretty one out of the game. I just think that they had to try
And Fred.
ugly her up.
She's all that her. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's going back to that.
Yeah, stick a baggy jumper on her and put some glasses. Yeah.
I think who would be my favourite? Shaggy. Shaggy's my favourite character.
Because of the casting, which was absolutely spot on.
One of the best castings I've ever seen for something like this.
Yeah.
He nailed it.
And he knows it as well, right?
Yeah.
Matthew Lillard always talks about Scooby-Doo.
He became the voice of him for a long time after this.
Did he actually?
Yeah.
That's cool.
He took over from whoever, unfortunately, the original voice actor died. And then Matthew Lillard stepped in from like 2009 till
Sounds
recently.
suspect to me, mate. He slipped down some stairs.
Who's under this mask? Matthew Lillard! And I would have got away with fuck me. I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for this awful amount of evidence and blood everywhere I've left.
Yeah, he's an awesome cast though, right?
Yeah, but he is kind of... You kind of realise that him and Shaggy him and Scooby are the glue that hold them all together.
Yeah.
Because those three are very distinctly different people. Like, one of them is, like, clever and fit, one of them is the leader and fit, and one of them is wears purple and is fit. And a Shaggy is also fit. But like...
Scooby?
Oh, goodness me. And they get their good character moments as well. Like, they have their moments of, like, bravery.
Yeah.
But they fail successfully every time. Which is good, and they're just mates.
It's just innocent best friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is, yeah.
But you know they personify Scooby as... I put this on my notes, right? He is used as a sacrifice because he is a pure soul. He gets bribed all the time. Right? You chuck a Scooby snack at him, he's anyone's. Right?
He's got no loyalty.
That is not pure. That is not pure.
But he was told he was a sacrifice, and he's like, "Oh, that's a really good thing. I'm doing a nice thing."
Where's my snack?
Yeah, because but he was very proud to be a sacrifice afterwards.
True. Hot take: Vic likes bribery.
Could be useful.
Depends what you bribe me with.
Scooby Snacks.
Nah, you're fine.
Yeah.
I like some of the other inclusions. Like I think Rowan Atkinson, he's fine.
Did you not think he looked like a budget Jeff Goldblum?
With the first outfit, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I didn't think that at
Oh,
all.
seriously! Like that's the first thing that came to mind when I saw
Really?
it. Yeah. I've seen Wicked recently, and
okay.
it looks like that outfit.
Right.
But Jeff Goldblum is like a 10 out of 10. You know, absolute smash.
Yeah.
But Rowan Atkinson turns up and it's like, oh,
TV.
I don't like this. Yeah,
TV
the
version.
Wish version. Yeah, we've got Jeff Goldblum at home energy. You know what I mean?
I reckon they only had him for like a week.
Do you reckon?
I think so. That's why he's not in it a lot.
He is kind of like introduction at the island, a mid scene, and then at the end, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's why he probably also gets kidnapped, because they're like, we have him for a week, we can't have all these scenes with him. Someone who is in it not a lot, but I actually thought was quite funny, is the voodoo guy.
The actual one, or the one they think's the voodoo guy. Oh, so the guy on the beach
The guy on the beach.
with the chicken.
I think he's quite funny, because like, I was literally about to sacrifice this chicken. That chicken's already dead. Yeah, it hasn't got a head. What do you think it's going to be? Also, properly insults Daphne at that point. Because he's like, here's some advice for you. Purple is a fall colour. It's summer.
I didn't
I was
catch
like,
it on
oh,
that at all.
savage.
It's a bit insulting, isn't it? That they were like, we need a voodoo person to cast this crazy black guy.
Black guy with dreadlocks.
Yeah. And what on earth is that creature he has? You know when he's like, I'm safe because I have this goblin thing.
Yeah.
Nobody questions that.
Is that a reference to something?
I don't know, but nobody was like, that's weird. Why has he got some
Surely.
deformed child on a stick?
I mean, to be fair, that would also be like...
It's the least of your worries, I suppose. Yeah.
Maybe.
I do like Fred as well. Like, joking aside, I don't know if you noticed on the plane, he's reading his own book.
I loved that.
What's he looking for? Searing insight.
I love it.
So self-centered.
That's why I love him. He's so in his own world.
Anyway, I look forward to listening to our episode of Nerds Against Normality when it comes out.
So when Velma is, they're at the hotel, and I think Fred's like looking at all the hot chicks around, and he's like, and Velma gets upset because she's not been chosen for something.
That's very funny.
And then he just goes, "Well, dorky chicks like you turn me on as well." I'm like, oh no,
Thank you.
He's a feminist. Of course.
Mad.
She has got the glasses.
She has got the glasses, yeah.
Also, her love interest that goes nowhere.
Oh yeah, he was, yeah.
What a pointless inclusion.
Yeah.
He's wearing a Led Zeppelin t-shirt, so he must be a nerd.
These...
Like,
Again, I'll say it again, because we had this on Josie and the Pussycats, and we've had this in a lot of other early 2000s films. The fashion was fucking terrible.
the hair.
The hair.
Oh, man.
Every single one of them is meant to be in a Sum 41 music video.
Yes.
Yeah,
Every
the
single-
guy with the spikes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Going back to your question about little side characters, who's your standout? Mine was Melvin Do, because I really appreciated the phone call when they were like, "Is Mr. Do here?" They're like, "Melvin Do." He's like, "No, not you." And then later on, Scooby-Doo goes, "Oh, I'm the sacrifice. Did you not mean Melvin Do?"
He sells him out. He completely sells out Melvin.
Pure soul.
That's great.
Why have they got a luchador?
A what door?
Luchador, the big guy who fights Daphne at the end.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
the thing at the circle at the
wrestler.
top of the... What?
The Mexican wrestler. That's
Yeah,
what it's about.
Yeah.
Well, he may not be Mexican. Come on, Harry.
Okay.
But
And they're
yes,
fighting over the circle door in the roof.
Yes.
Is
Yeah.
that called a lecture door?
a luchador.
A luchador.
He is
Sounds
a
like
luchador.
sweets.
Yes,
Oh,
yeah.
The circle vent is not a
That's called a.
that was called the type of door.
luchador. There's actually a 20-minute cut where Daphne and him are having this conversation. Oh, look, a luchador. He's like, no, that's a vent. I'm a luchador.
We've been through. Right, let's go back to the drawing board.
Oh no!
That's just called a vent.
Yeah, that's just a vent.
That's just a vent that's high.
It's a type of door in the sea.
And then what you're going to do, Daphne, is kick him through the luchador.
Oh dear.
But all good casting, I think.
Yeah.
Everyone was a good pick.
Yeah, I do agree with that. There's not a person in there that's you feel is miscast.
No.
No.
And there's
I
not
agree.
a person there that was a name that was just kind of thrown in there to have the name.
No.
I mean, they're all decent
Pamela
names at the time. Yeah, but she's in it for like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Right, are we ready for game time?
Oh yes.
It's a murder mystery.
Woo!
It's the disappearance of the forbidden meal deal.
Oh.
Strap in, boys.
Play along at home.
So there is actually, I haven't done an arsehole thing where none of them are the answer.
Okay.
There is a definitive answer here. So, a sacred meal deal has vanished from the fridge at Spooky Island Studios. Not just any meal deal, shit the bed. Not just any meal deal either. We're talking triple chicken sandwich, limited edition Monster Munch, blue raspberry prime, and a suspiciously warm sausage roll.
So they've spent the extra to get the triple sandwich, which
Yeah.
is absolutely ludicrous that they do that now.
Security footage was mysteriously corrupted after someone in a ghost costume shouted, "And I would have gotten away with it too!" The gang have 4 prime suspects.
Okay.
I will give you these suspects. I'm just getting a pen and paper out.
Yeah.
I'll take this shit
This
seriously.
is why Vic is the Velma of the group, and I'm just here.
Well, no, because I didn't know what a
Threading it right out.
luchador was, for
I'm
fuck's
gonna
sake.
absolutely Fred the fuck out of this.
Vic will solve it and you'll be like, "Thanks, guys."
I'll take all the credit now.
How I solved it was get here.
As you can see from my working out.
Oh, for our international listeners, a meal deal is a very important decision
It's
that
an
people make.
institution.
We have a supermarket called Tesco, and if you have a Tesco Club card, you get an even cheaper meal deal. You get a sandwich or pasta and salad kind of.
Sally Robbins is picking up on this.
She needs to know because she's not here.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's,
A drink, crisps or a chocolate bar or some sort of snack. Right, back to the game. Four people have stolen this meal deal.
No,
4 suspects.
4 suspects.
One.
oh, an inside job.
Suspect 1, we've got Ross Gellar.
Oh,
Shit.
Motive, still emotionally traumatised after somebody ate his sandwich. He claims, "My sandwich!" Ross insists he's innocent, but witnesses say he was seen measuring the missing sandwich for moisture consistency. Suspicious detail, found with gravy stains and a folded up rage letter addressed to the fridge.
Makes sense.
Makes sense. Okay, suspect number 2, we've got Gollum. His motive, could have believed the meal deal was his precious.
Okay.
His claims, "We only wanted the Crispies."
So proud of yourself.
I am happy with that one.
He looks at me as well when he said it like he's going to really like this.
Witnesses say he crawled through the vents at 3 a.m. muttering about reduced price snacks. Security found bite marks on the packaging, but they were weirdly precise, like someone had used a tool rather than teeth.
Okay.
Suspect number 3, we've got Dwight Schrute. Motive. What a hotel this is, by the way.
But I love it.
Motive. Could believe that stealing the meal deal was part of a survival preparedness drill. Claims, in the event of societal collapse, people like you would panic. People like me would already have a lunch strategy.
Makes sense.
Suspicious detail. Had already created a spreadsheet ranking everyone's likelihood of surviving without lunch. Very Dwight.
Yep.
And our last suspect is Jar Jar Binks. Motive. Could have mistaken the meal deal for a complimentary buffet after getting banned from 3 nearby restaurants earlier that day. Claims, "Miss Innocent, Miss is just looking for the bathroom."
This is all an excuse for you to do voices, isn't it? Okay, just checking.
Suspicious detail. Covered head to toe in blue raspberry liquid. Also somehow managed to set off the fire alarm during questioning. Because he's a fucking idiot. Okay. I guess I'll field questions because they're not in the room.
No, that's fair. All right, Vic, what are we thinking? Let's put these clues together.
Well, my immediate thought is Jar Jar because he's covered in a blue liquid.
He's also a fucking idiot.
But that seems a bit too simple, and he probably was a silly bugger and spilt something else, and it's not actually the drink. I know we chatted earlier about meal deals. Did we actually establish what the meal deal was?
Double chicken sandwich, triple chicken.
That's it, triple.
Triple
That's
chicken
it.
sandwich, blue raspberry crime, and
Monster Munch.
Monster Munch.
Limited edition.
Limited edition monster.
Not that that makes any difference.
LTD.
Oh, and a suspiciously warm sausage roll.
Suspiciously warm sausage.
Yeah, why is that important?
We may have motive.
Go on, what's the motive? We've got 4 motives, but which one do you think?
Well, all I know about, I've watched a lot of CSI.
Okay,
And
here we
a little
go.
bit of 911.
Yes, you love 911.
I do love 911. So, it's either going to be, you've got 3 main motives for any crime.
Love.
Money, love, or drugs.
Oh, not revenge.
Okay, you have 4 motives.
Okay.
Okay. Hang on, you watched true crime documentaries.
I do.
Why am I doing it then?
Because I think we can rule out Ross Geller.
Okay, not an addict.
That's an interesting way to go around it. You know, knock them off.
But he is a re-offender because, if you remember right, he was captured on CCTV stealing all those beer cans.
Do you remember that in
He
COVID?
was, yes!
So, usually, someone who's going to have done a crime is very easy to re-offend.
Re-offend.
Absolutely.
But he's got a gravy stain. There's no gravy in this.
Could also just
List
be
of food.
Could also just be a slob.
Limited edition gravy Monster Munch.
But they're not going to be wet, are they? Otherwise, the Monster Munch won't hold its integral shape.
Yeah, that makes no sense. Why would they put liquid in the bag, Harry?
Yeah.
All right, calm down.
I know. I'm sorry. I know you've hired us, and I'm very grateful for the work. Dwight, I'm taking Dwight out of it.
Me too, because I don't think
It's too obvious.
I don't think he would steal. He would do it to annoy a particular person. I don't
Yeah.
think he's stealing it to steal it and eat it.
Absolutely.
He would do it against somebody.
Yeah, Dwight.
Who's our victim? Are you the victim?
Why not?
Yeah. So
I do love Blue Raspberry Prime.
Yeah, this is my favourite meal deal.
yeah. I
Okay,
think
so that takes us down to who?
Gollum and Jar Jar.
Gollum's got a good motive.
But in Harry's words, he only wanted the Crispies. So would he have stolen the whole lot?
Warm sausage roll. We're missing the warm sausage roll.
Yeah, there's something in that.
Not something I thought I'd be saying on this podcast today.
So if Jar Jar's been banned from 3 other places, and he said he was looking for the bathroom,
That's a lie.
and he's covered in blue raspberry liquid, and somebody set the fire alarm off accidentally. Or is this too simple? I'm overthinking it now. Harry's
I'm
loving
messing
it.
with you lot. Yeah, that's good.
You can't review the CCTV footage because that's
Right.
corrupted. I
Is
don't know why. What would
Gollum
we
a
be looking
vegetarian?
at? No. No, he eats fish.
He's at least a pescatarian.
Yeah, and he
Vegetarian.
does bite someone's finger off.
Oh, that's true.
But that may not be because he's a meat
Mostly
eater.
unhinged.
Yeah. Yeah, he's doing it.
He's got issues. Bless him.
Yeah.
Yeah, at what point does a cannibal maybe a meat eater or is just very unhinged? What point do you cross
I
that?
don't think he eats the finger. It's to get what's on the finger, isn't it?
Yeah, but it means he will go through anyone to get to this meal deal.
What flavour of the Monster Munch did you say? Fiery. You said they were limited,
Just limited edition.
so there could be like some sort of fish flavour.
Could be.
Could be.
Sardine Monster Munch.
That sounds
gross.
horrific.
Is Jar Jar a vegetarian?
They're like a fish people, aren't they? Like toad.
Yes, so no, they're pescatarian.
So then the sausage. We go back to the sausage roll.
It all comes back to the sausage roll. I say this in every case we've ever done. Like when we did that double murder and the suicide, it always comes back to a sausage roll.
That's right. What was on Ross Gellar's rage letter to the fridge?
Yeah. I'm going to be honest, Harry has not thought this far ahead.
He said he would field questions. I'm asking questions.
The rage letter. I couldn't read it because the scribbled was too angry.
He was so angry that he crossed through
Nice.
the paper.
That's really convenient.
Yeah, that's so
convenient for me. That
But I'll
is.
tell you what, but why don't you give it a go?
I was just saying, like, stop being a cunt, Ben.
Well, that's very targeted.
Oh, I read it really clearly now.
Oh, look, now I've done it upside down. I can read it so clearly.
Has all the lunch been taken? There's none left.
Apparently so.
So why would there be...
What time of day is
where
this?
are we finding these bite marks that Gollum has left, but they're actually tools?
Oh, it's on the island, isn't it? This is on Spooky Island.
It's on Spooky Island.
Right, well, we need shipping manifestos. Harry, get those up for us, please.
Yeah, sure, right on that.
Yeah. I need every outgoing shipping manifesto from like that day to 2 days from then as well.
Well, we only need to know about these 4.
I know, but
It's just winding us.
Yeah, I'm just trying to wind him up.
Oh, I'm taking this very seriously.
I know, it's kind of frightening.
So are you still ruling out Ross?
I'm ruling out Dwight.
I think Dwight is correct to
ruling
rule
out
out.
Dwight. So we've got.
Who are you going to go for then between
33% chance.
Gollum and... Oh, sorry, is Ross back in the game?
I don't think so, because of the gravy stain.
Okay.
Oh, Gravy Stain could just be a red herring.
I'm sticking with Jar Jar, because he's been banned, so therefore he's got motive to... Because he can't get lunch elsewhere. He's covered in a blue liquid, and a fire alarm goes off so he can escape. So we've got motive, we've got a way to get out of it, and we've also got evidence.
And the argument for Gollum?
He only wanted the crisps.
And only Chris, and also bite marks.
Oh, was there a luchador in the ceiling?
Don't be ridiculous, Ben.
I think Jar Jar.
Jar Jar.
All right.
The Gollum thing, the tool, is throwing me off.
We're committing to Jar Jar.
Jar Jar. This may also just be racial profiling.
The correct person was Dwight.
Oh, really?
Shit!
He's the one we instantly ruled out.
No. That's why you're not getting any cases.
We're not very good at this.
Even for meal deals. Go on, tell me, where
The
did we go wrong?
explanation. Dwight stole only the essential protein resources, the sandwich and sausage roll. The wrapper was folded neatly afterwards because, in his words, cleanliness is a sign of discipline. He disabled the security camera beforehand as part of what he called a workplace vulnerability assessment. And the supposed bite marks on the packaging weren't bite marks at all. Dwight had used one of his survival tools to open the wrapper. When finally unmasked, Dwight reportedly shouted, "Identity theft is not a joke, Jim. Neither is lunch theft."
Oh, I can't believe it. And Jar Jar's going to get the chair now.
If anyone deserves it.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Oh, I
There you
don't believe it. Don't believe it.
Yeah, I'm annoyed.
I mean, it was very loose. It was a loose game.
Was it really?
Yeah, it was a bit loose.
Okay, right.
Like part 3, it's not going to be anything heavy. It's a very light film. It's just I'll go through the pair of you.
Themes.
No, fix one thing. I just want you to go through. I'm going to give you a category. You can either have better CGI, different villain, more horror, more real monsters, or more Mystery Inc. drama. What would you change? You're fixing one thing.
More Mystery Inc. stuff. For me, I wanted it to be...
So what, character involvement together, or are you talking
Yeah.
on different adventures?
And I think more just kind of the vibe that they have. So, you know that very famous thing in Scooby-Doo where they run through different hallways and they go through the doors and all that? I'd like to have maybe seen some like clever version of that. Like, it doesn't really make sense, this split at the beginning, realistically, apart from obviously they get back together and they learn to be a team again, but you can have the team dynamic at the start, but then they fall apart on the island and come back together for the end.
No, the breakup could have been 15 minutes on screen.
Yeah, but there's not too much. I think the CGI is fine for what it is at the time.
Yeah, hard to hate on it because it's a 2002 film.
And also they were so ambitious with this.
But massive budget
Yeah.
for the time.
Yeah, but I
Almost
suppose that's the
100
thing.
million.
Would that have gone on
Costumes. Paper mache.
Paper mache? I did say that. But like, would that have gone on Sarah Michelle Gellar, Freddie Prinze?
Yeah.
Prince.
It's mostly usually that. It's like
And the
actors.
luchadors.
The luchadors.
There's a lot of them in there. Got to
All
get,
broken now.
got to get good ventilation. Also, actually, just on the subject of that luchador, the actual person she kicks through the vent.
Dead.
Yeah, they killed a man.
Yeah, he's dead, mate.
Yeah, that man is. They've just killed a guy.
Did he fall on the side of the cauldron?
Yeah.
Like, that's a horrible death.
He's not walking that off.
What would you change with it?
I saw a part in the film where I know this wasn't one of your options, so I'm sorry I'm going off script.
It's every review.
Every review.
It's every review.
There was an
Why
option.
am I tolerating this?
There was an option for Shaggy to be the hero when he was at the cauldron with all the spirits in, and he was pulling out his mates and sending them off. If he had just like tipped the cauldron,
Yeah, it would have fixed everything.
it would have fixed everything, and he could have been the hero. But I
then
guess
you kind of lose the end finale.
Yeah,
yeah, I suppose so.
I think we.
That's overthinking
As
it.
3 adults, we are overthinking this plot. I think a bit, which is fine because we have, as I know it was my pick. We have reviewed a film where now we're all in our 30s, which was intended for.
Just about.
Yeah.
He's 6'2" and in his 30s. My God,
What a guy. I think
what would you change?
Yeah.
I I would say more horror, but it's a kids' film, so I don't think you can really get away with much more.
No.
I would probably go. I wouldn't have demons. I would have gone with the ripping the face.
Somebody in a mask.
The mask, rip a face off.
Yeah.
Don't do that. That's not good. But yeah, she'd rip the mask off, and oh no, it's Scooby-Doo or whatever. Would have got away with it.
Oh, he's pissed on her again.
Yeah, I think I would have gone for that personally.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was still watching the film and I was adamant. I was like, well, they're not real demons, are they? They're not real demons. And I was still in disbelief until the end of the film. I was like, oh, they were real demons.
Yeah. I feel like you could have just done like hypnosis for the other ones. And that could have been your plot. It's like, oh, they're hypnotising kids.
Well, I thought that's how they were excusing getting away with the demons because they're touching them and stuff. And I was like, oh, so when they entered the island and they're watching the enchantment, I thought he was hypnotising them. So they all saw demons.
Clever.
Even though they weren't demons. So it would just be normal guys dragging them off because they physically get dragged off by these demons. I was like, well, they're getting dragged away by guys. But they see demons because they've been hypnotised, as have we, the viewer.
Absolutely.
God, I'm looking at this deep.
You are so clever.
And I think that's what made it.
James Gunn, hit me up, son.
And you know what?
I've got ideas.
That fear gas thing was actually what inspired Christopher Nolan in Batman Begins.
Yeah?
Yeah. He actually was just like, honestly, biggest inspiration, Scooby-Doo.
But that's what made it confusing, is having too many elements of Scrappy-Doo dressed up, real demons, some sort of gas, chloroform gas.
Yeah. Fred not being the leader for a small second.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
No, I didn't like
Do you feel uncomfortable?
Also,
not
I
having
do
man
have
in
to say
charge.
that if I wake up and I'm now in Daphne's body, my God.
Oh, they didn't shy away from that, did they?
No, they didn't. The little body swap scene.
Oh, I was cringing at that. I was like, oh, I forgot about this.
I don't think they would do the joke.
No.
You know when Shaggy goes into Daphne and he's like, oh, do you even eat?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
was
yeah.
like, oh, yeah, that wouldn't be a thing now.
Nope.
No.
Oh, Daphne, are you on Ozempic?
No, I just...
I get that, yeah. A few little tweaks. But obviously for the first swing of a live-action Scooby-Doo film,
that's all right.
yeah, it's got enough of its tropes in it, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, doing all right.
And it's a good thing it was a good start for James Gunn, who now is like obviously heads up Superman and all that. I do agree with what you said, Vic, as well. It's nice. It's also just nice and colourful. There's a lot of colour in this, which is really nice. And it's actually kind of a bit jovial. And
Yep.
It was just before the piss filter era.
yeah, and everything
So
went
it was
dark
good.
and gritty. Like,
Yeah, everything was yellow.
I know we've just said the joke, but like Batman Begins and stuff was about to come out, and that made everything for so long dark and gritty and grounded and realistic. And it's like it was quite nice to actually see a film before that.
Embrace it.
Yeah,
But that's what I like films for. I like the complete escapism. That's why dark, gritty films, yes, I know they're valuable and I know that people love them and I know that people get a lot from it.
yeah.
But I just want silly, colourful fun to escape from every day.
Vic, are you saying that Scooby-Doo is a better film than Batman Begins? Because I don't hit women, but I'll make an exception.
But I do.
No, I'm saying that it is
On par.
a lighter-hearted
Ben, I don't
film.
hit my friends.
Yes, you do.
No, I'm saying it's more light-hearted, and I don't like. As a film viewer, I don't want that all the time. I want,
Morbid and depressive.
I don't want that.
Gritty
I want
realism.
fun. I want jovial, like you said, and I want silly escapades.
All right, then let's go with ratings. Ben, it was your pick,
It was.
so you go first. What was your rating?
I gave it 40%.
Which shocked me.
That shocks me.
Yeah.
I thought you'd go higher solely because it's your pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mostly do it to annoy you both.
Watch out, then.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Fucking musicals coming left, right, and centre. Moulin Rouge review coming soon.
This is really backfired. No, I watched this because I remembered it being quite fun and quite colourful and cute, I guess. And it is, but apart from thinking about, I was thinking like, what's a good summer film to review for the podcast? And for some reason, I thought Scooby-Doo because I was like, oh, it's quite fun.
Summer film.
Yeah, it's a summer film.
Spring break.
A summer film.
Yeah.
No, you don't watch films in a theme. What?
What?
It's a summer film.
So you wouldn't watch this at Christmas?
Oh god, no, it's not Christmas.
Oh, I
time.
suppose when you put it like that, you get Christmas films. Yeah, okay, I just never thought of it like that.
Well, just I wanted something that was a bit more like bright and colourful and was an action film. And for some reason, I thought Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Don't know why.
And by the sounds that you regretted it.
I just haven't thought about it since then.
And Victoria?
Well, I'm going to surprise you now because I gave it 60.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
that's
really,
still Okay, yeah, fine.
I had a really good time watching it.
I'm not offended if you guys don't like it. I'll be crushed inside, but I'll never show it.
But you didn't like it.
I don't like every film we pick.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was an easy film. I didn't have to like fully concentrate. It was colourful. It was frantic. It's like when we did, not as much as, but when we did Mario, it was like scene, colour in your face, this. And it just moved on really quite quickly, and I quite liked that. And it was lovely to see Rowan Atkinson. I went, oh, yeah.
Harry, what was your rating?
So I joked in the chat that I was going to give it 60%.
Yeah.
And I was giving it 60%.
No!
Yeah,
You actually give it 60%?
Yeah. I literally
I
called
agree
it.
with Harry.
This has never happened before.
No.
I'm cool.
Because I'm 6'2" and in my 30s.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And he can knock out Godzilla in one punch.
One,
Yeah,
easy,
one.
mate.
Yeah.
One and done.
Just tell him, lay down. Come on, son.
You haven't even got
Don't
that
embarrass yourself. I predicted it'd be a 6 out of 10 because I have fond memories of this film, but I knew it wasn't going to live up any higher than that. Like, I think 6 out of 10, it's slightly above average, and I think that's fair. This film has stuff that's, to its credit, is good. Like, I think they're good casting. I think the character development is okay. I think the hijinks that they have is fun. There's a few sprinklings of adult humour, which I always appreciate, you know, because you didn't understand that when you're younger. Even though I watched this when I was 16 and I probably should have got that. I was a late developer. But no, like, it's not beyond a 6 out of 10. And I think with having a child, I would let them watch Scooby-Doo, and I would be like, yeah, I think you'll enjoy this. I think they will watch and enjoy it when they're 6, 7, 8. So, 16, still not quite getting it. And I'm like, settle down, son, you'll get it eventually.
For the last time, mate. Right, the luchador is not that.
I don't care what Vic says.
I don't know what Auntie Vic is telling you.
Yes, she used to be a teacher. Clearly wasn't. She wasn't a good one.
Class flunked, mate. So that lands it on an average.
52?
Very close, 53, which is in our one for the background.
Yeah.
Yep, fair.
Fair with
Which
that.
is fair. A little bit of trivia before we wrap up. The film was originally set to have a much darker tone, much to Vic's dismay.
Thank God they didn't.
Essentially poking fun at older cartoons, and was set for a PG-13 rating. Shaggy was set to actually be a stoner. Velma and Daphne had a side relationship. That's very today, isn't it? And there were many marijuana references that were cut out. According to Sarah Michelle Gellar, after the cast had signed on, there was a change and the film became much more family friendly. However, by 2017, James Gunn confirmed that the original cut of the film got an R rating and had to use CGI to cover cleavage.
Is that also why when Velma was hanging upside down, they didn't let her skirt fall?
I noticed that. Don't ask me why I noticed that. It's because costume. They spent a lot of money on the costume.
They did. We've established that.
And the paper mache.
Like,
Paper
literally,
mache,
that is
paper
like-
mache.
You're quite literally... You're literally going to tape her skirt to her legs to do that, because it's like, why would you?
I thought this was quite funny. After filming was completed, Freddie Prinze Jr. had to shave his head because the bleach had ruined his hair.
Really?
He had to reset.
I thought that was a wig.
I think the old one, when it's a wig, right? You know, in the flashbacks.
Yeah, when it's longer.
Longer, that's probably a wig, right?
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely a part where you can see Sarah Michelle Gellar's wig that she's wearing because it's plastered to. You can see the hairline. It's quite funny.
I never look for that kind of stuff. Stacey always points that out.
I think it's only there because it was so obvious. It wasn't a very good one.
That must be then 2002. This film came out.
Yeah.
Would explain why when he played Rachel and Ross's Manny in Friends, why he had a shaved head.
Oh.
Because that would have been the same time.
Thanks, Scooby. Fair enough.
So some things I can solve.
Yeah.
A full-size stand-in puppet for Scooby was built by Jim Henson. Did the Creature Shop. Ultimately, it was unused, and Scooby became a CGI character instead. Sad times. The director wanted a real-life couple to play Daphne and Fred. His first choice was Sarah Michelle Gellar and Freddie Prinze Jr. Prinze Jr. didn't originally want to do the movie because it felt it wouldn't live up to the Scooby-Doo cartoons, but Sarah Michelle Gellar actually twisted his arm and said, let's do it. Yeah. Originally, Scrappy-Doo was not going to be the main villain. At the end of the film, Old Man Smithers, aka the first ghost, the intro villain, he was going to be the guy who was going to unmask it, and it was going to be him again.
Oh, okay.
I could see that.
That'd
A
be
lot of films
interesting.
do that.
I have a piece of trivia. Go on, I'll chuck it in.
Go for it.
So you know the scene where they're all partying on the beach and there's that band playing? I don't know the name of that band. I didn't recognise them. Maybe I should have done, but I don't. they originally offered that to the Offspring, and the Offspring turned it down.
Why?
That would have been amazing. Oh.
Because they look the part. They look like...
Yeah.
Yeah. I did mention this earlier, but though James Gunn hasn't entirely disowned the film, he has expressed regret in making Scrappy the main villain after receiving backlash from the fans.
What, the Scooby-Doo fans? Oh no, all 7 of them.
Oh, wait, it's
Well,
big
3 of us are in here. Yeah.
Oh, God. Like, just own it though. It was so long ago. It's not like his
get a
career.
grip. And it's
It
not one
was
of those...
so successful. It made, what, 270 million?
Yeah,
His career didn't go downhill from there. It's only gone up. Like, come on, James.
It made
just
a bloody fortune.
Yeah, just be like,
Own
happy
it.
you did it.
Yeah. And that's it for this week's Nerds Against Normality. This week I've learned that every Scooby-Doo villain could have saved themselves a lot of trouble by simply not building abandoned theme parks in the first place. Thanks for hanging with us. Catch all of our latest episodes every Wednesday wherever you get your podcasts from. Please follow, rate, like us on social media for more exclusive content, and check out our merch over at nampodcast.teamworld.com. If you have a question, something you want us to review, or a great story from your week, please email us at nampodcast@outlook.com. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.